Batman is arguably the greatest superhero ever. Definitely one of the most popular superheroes ever. The man's been such a success that several movies and TV shows have been made about him over the years. But I decided to skip all of these and go old school. And it's pretty obvious from the beginning that this is a really old movie. The intro's so corny and weird, man. You see some low-level robber running around in a lot of different colors. And the narrator starts out by saying millionaire Bruce Wayne is Batman, alongside his ward Dick Grayson. Which is weird because Bruce is a billionaire. Already wrong there. But it just feels so weird, man. They're running around the mansion, then they take some stripper pole down to the Batcave. Then the first mission they have is that there's a weird boat on the water. And they're like, yeah, we have to investigate right now. In the middle of the day, dude. Like, what? Batman only operates during night. And why is everything just weirdly sped up? They take their Bat helicopter from the airport, just casually parking it at the local airport. Nice, man. Anyway, they get to the boat, which is just an illusion. Nice. So Batman just ends up falling into the water. Into the water where a shark jumps up and starts biting his legs. Like, dude, what is this scene? And how hasn't the shark just bitten off his leg? And why is it just hanging there? Then Robin magically comes with some shark repellent bat spray, which results in the shark exploding completely. After the whole shark explosion part, we found out that 4 supervillains have teamed up. The Joker, the Riddler, the Penguin, and Catwoman. This is uncovered in the worst possible way, man. Worst detective job that I've ever seen. Literally, Robin says, hey, there was an incident at the sea. C for Catwoman.
Wait, it happened at sea. C? C for Catwoman.
Like, what? Why can't you have C for Clayface, dude? Exploding shark, must be the work of the Joker.
My leg.
The Joker.
It all adds up to a sinister riddle. Riddle-er.
Dumbest thing ever, but hey, it works. Then we just meet the supervillains. And I gotta say, it's the weirdest thing that I've ever seen. The Joker just looks like some cocaine addict, dude. And the Riddler looks like a 55-year-old child molester. They're so weird, man, and the effects. Joker used some electricity on him. He just looks like an evil Sith Lord. Anyway, Batman and Robin find out that this whole thing was an illusion. So they take the Bat boat to investigate. There they get magnetically stuck to some beacon. Yeah. And at the same time, the Penguin is shooting torpedoes from his penguin-themed submarine. Of course they fail because, you know, it's Batman. And the Riddler just then provides them with some riddle using a weird missile. Looking like a real-life missile launch from a military base. And this riddle, man, it has to be the stupidest thing ever. Literally, the riddle is, what is dangerous and sits in a tree? A sparrow with a machine gun?
What weighs 6 ounces, sits in a tree, and is very dangerous?
A sparrow with a machine gun.
What? How? And somehow they draw the conclusion that the supervillains are going after some Russian reporter. Yeah, that happens to be Catwoman undercover. And at the same time, the supervillains are plotting to take over the world. Like, what? How are these 4 assholes threatening the safety of the planet?
Their minimum objective must be the entire world.
Like, how's this Hannibal Lecter looking guy, Riddler, yeah, going to take over the world? Anyway, we get to the whole Catwoman thing. They plan to kidnap Bruce Wayne so that Batman can just show up and then they kill Batman. Nice plan, dude. Bruce and Catwoman go on a date, then they just start making out. And at the same time, the villains are riding on some missiles. And they end up beating Bruce Wayne and just kidnapping him. Literally, Robin was supposed to watch the whole thing and he just ended up failing miserably. Okay. Bruce is kidnapped right now and they think Batman is going to come. Of course, he's already there and he manages to escape the handcuffs. People might say that this escape and battle is just shit, but I love it. Seriously, I love it. I love it because it's not like super edited and you can actually see what's going on. And Bruce is just jumping around and destroying these assholes. Some guy gets flung out from the building and just explodes. Dude, it's literally amazing. After this whole fiasco, the Penguin comes up with an idea to break into the Batcave by sneaking in 5 robbers that's been pulverized. What do I mean by this? Well, just look. Like, what? What the hell was that? They just got pulverized one by one, and they just accepted their fate. And apparently if you just splash water on them, they're going to revert to their normal form. Anyway, Batman goes to the place that he escaped from, only to start making fun of people. Making fun of people that drink alcohol. Like, dude, I'm an alcoholic Swedish man. Like, dude, why are you attacking me? Seriously, I did nothing to you. Anyway, he finds a bomb there and just, starts running around with it. Running into like 1 million people. Nuns, some mother and her child, and some weird band. But dude, just throw it into the water. The fuse is going to be extinguished if you do that. Anyway, the Penguin just gets to the Batcave then by wearing some sailor costume, and yeah, Batman says we have to take him to the Batcave. When they're in the Batcave, he accidentally puts the wrong kind of water on his 5 dusty goons and just ends up making their molecules unstable. And what happened to these assholes? Well, the antimatter universe happened.
To instantly reduce them to antimatter.
Won't be coming back?
No, Robin. Not in this universe.
Like, what? How did they even come up with this? Anyway, they leave the Batcave with the Penguin, and I gotta say, why does this surrounding just look like a third world country? Why does it look like Bosnia or something? Anyway, the Penguin somehow escapes with the Batmobile and they just start chasing him. Batman and Robin just chase him in their helicopter that they just crash in the middle of the street. And instead of calling for some other transportation, they just start running around the city. Running around in broad daylight. It's so weird, man. Looking at the supervillains, their grand plans is to kidnap the world's leaders by pulverizing them. So they break into the United Nations headquarters. Pretty bad security. Penguin just gasses the guards, but then he just breathes in the gas. Like, what? Anyway, they kidnap the leaders and just look at this. Why aren't they reacting, dude? Hello, German guy. You're literally watching this Japanese man get pulverized and you don't do anything about it. They escape with these guys using their submarine. Then Batman and Robin just start shooting lasers at the submarine. Super retarded lasers. Like, what kind of tactic is this? You can literally destroy the submarine and with it all the world's leaders. But now we get to the final fight. It literally culminates into the best fight I've ever seen. Literally, I loved it. There's no special effects or 1 million cuts. It's just straight up fist to fist action with some awesome text popping out. The guys just keep getting knocked into the water, falling in all dramatically. Catwoman throws a cat at Batman, who then runs away with the cat and just keeps fighting everyone. In the meantime, Robin's just fighting 7 dudes, punching Joker into the water. But I gotta ask, man, why did the Riddler just run off the submarine? Super weird, man. Everyone just ends up in the water somehow. And they just beat the guys and start chasing Catwoman down. Start chasing women. Where we get this dramatic reveal that she's the Russian reporter that Bruce Wayne for some reason is in love with. Yeah. We have this like weird cringe-worthy stare. It's like, dude, you knew her for 2 days. How can you develop this strong feelings for her? The movie ends with Batman and Robin saving the world's leaders. And then they just leave through the window. So, what do I think of this movie? Well, it definitely doesn't compete with today's superhero movies in terms of, budget, choreography, special effects, acting, basically everything. But it definitely has its charm, being a pioneer in its field. Now, am I going to watch this movie again? I mean. Literally, their budget was $1.4 million back in 1966. Nice, man.